PWA, Hopkins Royals, PWA. Hopkins comes into the matchup 2-2-1. Maple Grove 5-2-2. We'll see what they bring. They haven't had many common opponents this year. Last year when we played Hopkins, as my son was playing PWA, we beat them both times during district play, but then they got the better of us in the district tournament. Their team grew physically and ours did not, which certainly didn't help things. But they usually put together a pretty good squad. They do not have a Pee Wee AA team, so you'll be seeing the top talent out of Hopkins today. As you can see up on the board, their high school plays in a pretty stout conference with Edina, Wayzata, St. Michael, Eden Prairie, Minnetonka, and Buffalo. So they're gearing up to be ready for that conference in a few short years. One cool thing about this arena, over there you can see the Tucker Hallstrom shooting area. Tucker Hallstrom was actually a son of one of my wife's coworkers who unfortunately passed away from osteosarcoma, but he made quite a connection with Jason Zucker of the Minnesota Wild and his wife Carly Applin, drawing a lot of notoriety to the disease and gaining some awareness and hopefully some more funding for clinical research for it. Game will be starting at 7:05 tonight. The buzzer's about to go. The doors are about to shut. Pucks are on the ice. We're getting ready to roll. Very humid day here in Minnesota. Oftentimes this rink struggles with that. I see that they've put window coverings. As you can see, those black window coverings over there were much needed. Last year we played a game here on a very sunny early spring, late winter day, and the ice on the far side of the rink was almost unskatable. The horn has sounded. The refs are shutting their door. The players are entering the rink. We'll have a brief 5-minute warm-up, and then we'll get the show on the road. We'll have Coach Perkins on the bench today with Coach Rogowski and Coach Irene. Got a full squad. Braden Stefani will be between the pipes tonight. We'll see if the coaches have juggled the lineups or if they'll be similar to what we had against Wayzata. You might notice that the golden voice of Mr. Ryan Bear is not with us tonight. I hope he's feeling better. He took the night off, so I'm filling in. If the scoreboard and technology does not work perfectly, I apologize. This will be my first run at it. But so far, so good. I noticed he posted the link, so I think we should be up and running. Also, Maple Grove did go through some lineup changes coming out of the Rochester tournament a couple weeks ago. Shifting around some D to forward, wings to center, centers to wings. The lights have come on. Wow, they have a whole secondary set of lights when it's game time. Hopefully we've got a good view of the rink. You guys can see it well. Good crowd filling in tonight. Sometimes when we played Hopkins in the past, they don't have very many players, but tonight it looks like they're hosting a full squad. They've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13 skaters, so I guess 2 shy of a full squad. I assume they'll be playing 4D and 9 forwards. Just 1 goalie. Maple Grove is here with 14 skaters this evening. They'll play 5D, 9 forwards, 2 goalies. As already said, Stefani will be between the pipes today. The goalies on our team rotate game to game by choice. I think as the kids get just a little bit older, it's hard for them to come into games at this level when they've been sitting on the bench for 20-25 minutes after warm-up. So I understand why they like to do it as they do it. Yours truly is their goalie coach, so we'll see if Braden imparts a few of the things we're working on so far this week in the game today. We already had a nice little chat in the locker room. Got 2:20 left here in warm-ups. Buzzer will sound in about 1:20. We'll get pucks picked up. Remember, in district games, there's an actual game clock separate from the scoreboard. So currently we sit at 72 minutes. So 72 minutes from right now, whether or not the game is over or not, the game is on the scoreboard, the game will be over. It's a District 3 league rule. They set time for every game, so I suppose the arenas can stay in line with their schedules. As I said earlier, this will be my first time calling the team this year, so I beg forgiveness in advance if I get a few of the names wrong to begin with. But I think we'll get the hang of it as we go. Good morning, good evening. Found a little bit humorous on a cool, blustery evening. They had all the tennis courts lit up outside today. The wind's blowing about 35 miles an hour and it's down to 32 degrees. Thought it was funny to think that somebody might play tennis in those conditions. Instead, here we are in the shelter of a beautiful hockey rink, ready for the District 3 matchup. The horn has sounded, the pucks are getting picked up, or should be, and we'll get the game going. It's warm in here today, folks. They have the heaters on, and they are right on me. Nice feature of Hopkins Arena. You can turn the heat on or off yourself with a simple flip of the switch behind me. Unfortunately for me, I wore a blue sweater underneath my black OMGHA jacket, so I might just have to withstand the heat. All right, OMGHA being led around in circles by number 8 Leaf Campa. I have a hunch they're going to finish here at the net. They do. Keep telling him not to jump on the back of the net so he doesn't ruin his skate sharpening before the game, but why would I think kids will listen to their dad? Refs are ready. Goalies are ready. Puck down. Here we go. Face off one back to Bear. Bear on the wall. Bear puts it back up into the neutral zone. We give battle. Seppold on it. He gives chase. Hopkins go D to D, but they mishandle it. Good quick step there by Rogalski, but just hopped over his stick. His partner Bear's got it. Bear circles the net, reverses course, gets one off him, gets it up onto the wing to Grossman. Grossman gets it knocked off his stick. Puck comes loose in the slot. Slap shot fanned on. Bear first man to it behind the net. This time he leaves it for his partner, but he can't handle it. Comes to Seppold. Seppold turned, fired, put it on the stick of the Royals, but Rogalski with his long stick was able to poke it out of trouble. Now Bear gives chase. Bear's going to go D to D to his partner Rogalski. Rogalski up to Schneider, but Schneider could not handle that one. We are tied up in our own zone 1 minute in here. We've been fighting to get it through neutral and have had no success yet. Good play there by Grossman to be physical at the point, causing a turnover. Puck comes to Bear. Bear skates over the red line, now the blue line, 1-on-3. He dumps and changes. They're out there for a long shift. They all needed a change. Nice job by Perkins to be first on the puck. Perkins and Rue give battle. Puck goes over to Ison in the far corner. Ison forces it up the wall to Campa. Campa's there. He pinches. Ison keeps it in, puts it back to Campa. Campa works the wall. Slides it over to his partner, Martin. Martin's got room. Martin winds, fire shot. Saved by the goaltender. Puck gets sent back into the corner. Martin puts it back down low for Perkins. Perkins has it. He's got Campa cut in middle. Does Ison see him? Ison did see him. Just over his stick and then over Rue's stick. Now it's loose in the slot. Looks like the Royals are going to come out with it. Royals now over the blue line. They dump it, but don't get all the way to the red line. That's going to be an icing, and we'll get a stoppage of the clock here at 13:01. I guess my clock is A little slower than their clock. I must have started a little early. Sorry if my clock's not perfect. We're going to get a offensive zone draw to the right of the Royals goaltender. Schutz is going to take the draw. Well, puck down. Puck comes come up the half wall. Rogalski there. Rogalski holds the blue line, chips it back in. Schutz gives chase, but Hopkins is able to spring it through neutral. They gain the blue line. They fire it cross ice. First man to it's Norton. Puck comes back into the slot. Francis is there. Francis gives chase. Francis has one man on him, now two. Francis gets taken down, but he battles to get back up. Schutz, being a responsible centerman, comes in to help him. Puck doesn't get out. Francis going to have to retreat. Francis has one man on him. Norton gives chase on the forecheck. Backhand. Salworks pushes up to Rogalski. Rogalski's got Schutz with him. Rogalski winds, fires high off the blocker. Schutz going to be the first man in. Hopkins goes D to D. We've got two in on the forecheck. Puck's going to come up. Schneider was there, but he just got past him. Odd little play through neutral by Hopkins as they were retreating backward. Camper reads the situation nicely. Seeing it as a 1-on-3, he attacks. Puck comes to Schneider. Schneider holds, fires across. He's got Grossman. Grossman's got a little room to escape. Grossman leaves it for Schneider. Schneider gets converged on it. Paul puts him into the wall. Nice job by Seppel. Breaks up the puck from the puck carrier. Puck comes up. Looks like they're going to try and fire it out. Campa's retreating. Backhand, dangerous backhand across the middle. Never a great play. Campa with a nice step. Pulls her on one, loses the handle, comes back to him at the blue line. Now it comes back out. We're going to be offsides. Stopping the clock. 11:25 left here in the period. 0-0. First period, 11:25 left. Hopkins Pavilion. Perkins is going to take this draw. He'll have Rue on the left, Eisen on the right. Backed by Martin and Francis. I'm going to let the clock try and even out a little bit. I'm a few seconds ahead on ours. And we'll get it going. Puck bounces through neutral. In comes Hopkins, but right to the stick of Francis. Francis works it right back to Rue. Rue gains the red line. Leaves it for Perkins. Perkins goes deep into the corner. He's got speed, puts it up. Oh, just out of the reach of Francis. That one's going to come all the way back down. Stefani does a nice job pulling that one off the board, so Martin could catch it clean. He puts it on the stick of Rue, but just squirted under his stick. Little pump fake there got me. Sordo working on Martin. Martin blocks that one, goes back to Sordo in the corner. Sordo's got it, fires it out front. Slashing player picked up nicely by Eisen, not allowing a shot. Oh, they're going to call a penalty there on Francis, I believe, for a body check. In the meantime, Sordo's got it. Sordo's shot blocked by Rue. Now Eisen touches it. We're going to stop it here. 10:29 left in the first. Hopkins going to go on their first power play. Francis to the box for checking. Didn't love the call. I felt like he just kind of stopped the forward momentum of the player, but the ref saw it differently. We've seen D3 calling it very tight so far this year. Face-off coming to the right of Stefani. Goes back behind the net. Hopkins gives chase, first to it. Hopkins on the power play. They pull middle, backhand goes around the net. Hopkins still possesses it. They're going to wait it out in the corner. Light pressure by Bear, trying to maintain the box. Hopkins fires middle. Sordo active off the point. Couldn't quite get to that one, so he's going to ring it all the way around. Irie talks to Bear. Bear's pointing. He's going to get it. Hopkins pulls that one off the board. Norton tried to center that one. Here comes Schutz down from top of the box. He's going to rim it around to Irie. Irie shields it nicely with his body. Leaves it there for Bear. Bear and Irie battle for it. Now it's Irie on 3. Now 4. Bear backing him up. Puts it back on the wall. Irie digs. Puck comes back out to Schutz. Schutz is going to skate this one out of the blue line. Now the red line. He's going to dump it deep. Beautiful. 30 seconds left on the power play, forcing Hopkins down to chase. Hopkins has it. Selwards gives initial pressure. Now Grossman. Grossman breaks up the puck carrier from the puck. Leaves it for Martin. Martin circles back behind his net. 9:15 left here in the first. 16 seconds on the power play. Martin to Campa. Campa back to Martin. Hops up on Martin into his equipment, but he takes his glove, puts it back down. He gains the red line, still killing a penalty, 7 seconds. Here comes Martin, snaps it around. Soward's going to be the first man to it for Osseo Maple Grove, but they're able to bring it up the boards. They fan on the pass. Campa gives chase. Ref waves it off. He's got one on him. He swings it around. Would love to not see that right on the boards there. That's a tough pass to catch. Puck deflects all the way up to the point. Sowards is there. Deflects off of either Martin or Sepult into the corner. Martin and Sepult give chase. Puck's in their skates. 2-on-2 battle in the corner. Martin's going to come out with it. He goes behind the net for shelter. His left wing is somewhere. Puck got tipped, so the ref says no icing. Grossman used his speed, creating some problems down below the goal line. Hopkins breaks it up quickly, but puts it right on the stick of Rogalski. Rogalski holds just long enough for Schneider and Grossman to get over the blue line, get back on the forecheck. Here comes Grossman, has a stick on it. Once, twice, now Hopkins is going to bring it back through neutral. They slide it back across. Rogalski looks to close the gap, forcing the dump in 8 minutes left here in the period. Puck comes to Schneider. Schneider leaves it for Perkins. Perkins has got some speed. He's got short beat. Blows a tire. Has to go to the corner with it. Maintains possession. He's got Bear up on top. Bear winds, fire, shot. Just wide. Puck's going to come around to Rue. Rue's got it. Leaves it. Campa comes in. Campa pulls around 1, now 2. He's got some room. Shoot that thing. No, he slides across. Goal! Perkins from Campa on a sweet setup. 7:37 left in the first. Omega takes a 1-0 lead. Beautifully done. Good step from the point there. Walked on down. I think Rue may have got that one up to Campa. Then Campa walked down, beating 2 people, sliding across to a yawning goal mouth for Perkins and put that one home. Shuts on the draw. 7:30 left here in the first. 1-0 Maple Grove. I got to figure out how to do that scoreboard. We'll work on that on the next one. Next whistle, I should say. Puck goes over Soward's stick. They're going to exit the zone. 3 wide, 3-on-2 of the back checker. Nice job there by Irie. Beautifully done. Just did not allow them into our zone with any sort of true possession. Because of it, Schutz is able to skate out with it. He's got one man to beat. Slides it. Irie's there. Oh, Irie takes a body check. No call. Thought he was going to be able to tap that one in. Instead, here comes Hopkins. Hopkins back through neutral. Rogalski playing it. So 1-on-1, and they're offsides. We're going to get a stoppage here with 6:57 left in the period. I am ahead of the play on my clock. So there's actually 6:57 left. Let me see if we can fix that. Look at me using the technology here. There we go. Sepult ready for the neutral zone draw. He's got Schneider to his left. Puck comes back to Rogalski. They're going to stop the clock again, saying somebody played with a high stick. I didn't see it, but Sepult's going to the box. District 3 clearly got a set of rules this year that's far different than last year. They are calling absolutely everything. Omega's second penalty. There is something called a fair play point that's at stake. You can only have a certain number of penalty minutes each game. If you exceed that, you lose that point, and it hurts you in the district standings. Needless to say, Omega's back on the kill. Grossman has it. Grossman chips it out to neutral. He's going to apply pressure. Nice spin move by the Hopkins defender to get it back in, but he put it up in the bench. We're getting another stoppage. 6:43 left here in the first. Coach Perkins sends out Perkins and Rue. Well, Coach Irie sends out Bear and Francis to kill off the remaining 119. Rue first man in. He gives chase. Forces the Hopkins player to go behind the net. Nicely done. They come up the wall. They try and go cross ice, but Perkins is there. Beautiful interception of the pass. Clock's not running. Clock has not been running for quite some time. Still not running. Now it's running. We lost a good 20 seconds on the power play there. My clock is 6:11. I had adjusted it. We're now at 6:31. So instead of the 1.5-minute penalty, we're killing off a 1:50 penalty today. Well, home cooking. Nice play by John Bear to dive to break up that pass. Bear separates him from the puck, puts it back over to Perkins. Perkins tries to chip it past the defender. Instead, the puck's going to come back down the corner for Francis. Francis gives chase, shields it nicely with his body, back up to Perkins, but just through the stick of Perkins. Here comes Hopkins cutting middle, tries to slice middle, tries to slice through everybody, but Francis had it, and he fired it back up to the top. Puck gets deflected down below. Bear gives chase, it's in the skates. Bear's got 1-on-2. Penalty's over, back to even strength. Beautiful cover there by Stefani. So as you see, my clock is 5:22. We're going to have to edit that all the way to 5:46 because they left that much time for us to kill off additional penalty seconds. They are going all the way down to the other end. I'm not sure why. All right. Offensive zone draw. Oh, they've got a penalty. That's why I didn't even see it. Power play for Omega. Schutz is on the draw. Schutz wins it back to Kampa. Kampa pulls, fires, gets deflected, goes into the slot. Irie's got it. Irie puts it down low, just past Schutz. Now Sauer gives chase. Sauer forces it back the other way, back toward Irie. Now Schutz has got it. Back to Sauers. Irie has it now. Schutz has it. Gets over to Rogalski. Rogalski got room. Winds, fires, shot. Saved by the goaltender. It's loose. The goalie covers it, and the whistle blows. We're going to stick with the same 5 out there. The 106 left on the power play. Schutz will be taking the draw to the right of the goaltender. We'll have Irie on the wall. Sauers in the slot. Rogalski on the left point. Kampa on the right point. Rogalski over to Kampa. Let it fly. He does. Winds, fires off the goalie. Rebounds there. Sauers had a chance at that one. Couldn't hammer home the rebound. Kampa steps up. Down the wall. He keeps that one in. Now he's going to retreat. Lost a stick. You can't do anything without a stick on a power play. Go get your stick. Whistle blows. They're going to call that one offsides. Folks, if you ever drop your stick on a power play, you got to go get your stick. Can't let it just sit there. This clock manager and I are on different wavelengths. Face-off coming to left to Stefani, his glove side. Ref just does not like to drop it. Puck down. Nice battle there by Seppel. He wins it to Martin. Martin's going to skate it. He's got a little bit of room. Pulls around one. Puck comes up to Grossman. Grossman over the red line, now the blue line. He's got Schneider going down the slot. Martin trailing. Puck goes to Schneider. Schneider shot! Oh, off the goalie's glove. Puck's going to come back up to Martin. Martin retreats as Seppel came across. I think Martin held that zone. He did. Unfortunately, went back to Hopkins. Nice forecheck through the neutral zone there by Grossman and Seppel. Seppel pushes it over to Schneider. Schneider's going to dump it deep. Here we go on the forecheck. Seppel first man in. They're going to try and put it right back up the boards. 2 men there, Schneider and Martin. The Hopkins player is able to chip it past. And they've got away with a little bit of a hook there. 1-on-3. Let's go, gentlemen. Quite the pile up. Puck's going to come all the way back down. Bear gives chase. Bear has one on him fast. Puts it up the boards to Grossman. Grossman back to Bear. Bear chips it middle. Grossman's able to get it through neutral. Hopkins turns us around. Brindley has it. Works to fire a shot, but Rogalski's there. Blocks it. Francis first man to it. Almost looked like he got a stick stuck in that big gap in the Zamboni door. Thankfully for his parents and him, the stick prevailed and not the door. Rogalski collects it. The D zone, he's got the red line, gets cut off. Schneider's at the end of a long shift, so he's going to peel it off to the bench, get some fresh legs out there. Just off the bench was Rue, but the puck went past him. Rogalski's going to retreat. He's got his partner Francis with him. They go D to D, but it goes in Francis's skates. 3:16 left here in the first. 1-0 Maple Grove. Francis fires a cross ice to ice him, but is behind him. Hopkins holds and waits. Nicely done, but they put it back to the stick of Francis. Francis uses his boards. Nice indirect pass using his geometry up to Rue. Rue gives chase. 2:59 left here in the first. Icing in on the forecheck as well as Schutz. Schutz just couldn't quite get a stick on there. Kampa backs out. Schutz gives back pressure. Puck comes back over to Martin. Martin works it up to Rue. They transition with speed. Rue's got ice in the middle. Shot, glove saved by the goaltender. Stopping the clock at 2:42. We'll get an offensive zone draw here. Schutz will stay out for it to the right of the goaltender. He'll have Irie on the wall. Sowards in the middle. Martin on the left point. Camp on the right point. Let's see if Schutz can win this one clean. Ref's giving instructions. He's set. Centers are set. Puck down. Puck got through our series of forwards. Comes out, but Schutz puts it back in. We're onside. Goes into the goalie's gear. Goalie leaves it for his defenseman. Here comes Kampa again on the wall. He steps down, pinches nicely, but it got hung up in the Hopkins player's equipment. Here comes Hopkins, 2-on-1. Martin in the middle. Martin gets a stick on it. Puck loose in the slot. Now it's clear. Nice job by Martin. Good job by Stefani. Stefani blocked that one up in the air, and the team rallied around that rebound and got it out quickly. We're going to get a interference call here at the 2:10 mark on Hopkins. It was behind the play. Irie drew that penalty. I heard it, I didn't see it. He got taken down behind the play. Maple Grove going back to the power play. 2:10 left here in the first. Minute 30 on the power play. Seppelt's going to take the draw. He'll have Schneider on the wall. Grossman in the middle. He'll have Bear on the left point. Rogalski on the right. Ref set and puck down. There we go. Bouncing around the slot. Grossman had momentarily. Seppelt tried to put a backhand on net, but Hopkins is able to take possession. They spin once. Now, one way, now the other. Good job by Seppelt to try and stop the momentum. Puck comes up the half wall. Rogalski there. Rogalski steps. Good long stick. Was able to poke check that one right to Grossman. Grossman winds, fires, hobbles the defender. Pulls middle again. Leaves it for Bear. To the Bear's backhand. Bear's got collected. Puts it forehand. Unfortunately, shot it into the defender's knee there. He had fallen when he shot, so it was a little bit of a dangerous play. Thankfully, it wasn't a clean deflection. Rogalski put that one back up to Grossman. Grossman picked the defender's pocket cleanly. He's still got it. Puck comes up the wall to Francis. Francis stepped down, but got around him. Here they come. One-on-one. Bear cuts middle. And cuts him off as the player cut middle. Now the puck goes harmlessly into the corner. 1:16 left in the first. Francis there. Francis is giving battle. Leaves it for Seppelt. Good center responsibility. Seppelt gets tied up by the ref and turns it over. Almost looked like the ref must have stuck an arm out or something. 1 minute left here in the first. Maple Grove is on the power play, although they're bottled up right now. Here comes Schneider with speed. Schneider's got a back checker on him hard, one to beat. He gets pushed off the puck. Here comes Hopkins the other way. 46 seconds left in the period. They fired all the way down, out of everybody's reach. They wave it off for absolutely no reason. Kampa spins, leaves it there for Eisen. Eisen builds speed off the boards, puts it to Perkins. Perkins flips it middle. Hopkins back to full strength. Perkins has it, gets it to Eisen. Eisen's got some speed. Can he beat his man around the corner or give it to Perkins? Gives it to Perkins. Perkins just fired wide. Back out the side of the net. 25 seconds left here in the first. Rue takes possession. He's taking a look. Nice little exchange there by Martin. Martin pulls middle. Martin on his back end. Slides it back end. He's looking for kind of a pass off the pad or a rebound to Eisen. Instead, the puck went in the corner. Rue gives chase on the half wall. Puts it low to Perkins. Perkins has it, slides it back to Rue. Rue couldn't handle it. It's going to come back up to Martin. Just 5 seconds left. He wisely steps down. 2 seconds. We got to get a shot. Quick shot across the middle, but just a little too late. 1-0 after 1 on a beautiful setup by Kampa to Perkins. A number of penalties in that period. Let me see if I can get the scoreboard set here. Change this. Looks like I failed to hit start at the 2:10 mark. I'm sorry. Pretty good crowd here at the Hopkins Pavilion today. Hopefully the video feed and audio is coming through. Got 20 seconds left in the first intermission. We have some overdressed people in the crowd today based on the fact that the heater is about 100 degrees. Some rosy cheeks on this transitional day in November. It started off a warm, humid day, and now it's blustery and cool outside. The forecast for tomorrow doesn't look great. And I know that we've got a few teams heading up toward the Fargo-Moorhead area either tonight or tomorrow. It looked like the forecast earlier in the week could make 94 a little bit dicey. reminded me of a time when my mom and I got snowed in a Bantam tournament in Fargo. Had to stay an extra night, but God forbid the tournament shut down. We played every game. It was quite a memory. All right, let's hit the reset button. We are starting period number 2. Osseo Maple Grove will be moving left to right on the screen. Hopkins right to left. The refs are ready. Goaltenders are ready. Puck down. Puck one back to Bear. Bear over to Rogowski. Rogowski up to Sowards. Sowards has that one poked off his stick, but right back to Rogowski. Rogowski gained the red line. Dumps it high into the corner, allowing Schutz to put on a hard forecheck. Irie was there too. Irie lost an edge. Out comes Hopkins 3-on-2. We've got 2 men back checking their clean entry in. Puck's loose in the slot. Good job there by Bear to clear that one back over to Sowards. Sowards leaves it for Rogowski. Rogowski gains the red line once again. Dumps it in. May have glanced off of the referee. Puck's left in the corner, but Sowards first man to it. Puts it to Schutz. Schutz tried to fire it out to the slot, but nobody home. Here comes Hopkins 2-on-2. Campa defends. Campa turns. Gets his stick in. Forcing the shot wide. Irie chips it, doesn't get it past the defender. Francis the same. Second effort comes back up to the point. They're going to put it back down the corner. Some of the Hopkins team's changing, so Campa's going to collect it. He struggles with it off the boards. He's got a reverse course. Gets turned over. That's a problem. He just couldn't pick it up off the boards. I'm not sure what happened there. Puck comes back up to Francis, now to the point. Gets deflected. Campa steps up in the point. Or excuse me, in the slot. Now Francis has got it. Francis collects. Shimmy shakes. Tries to get it over to Sowards. But 2 men in on the forecheck. Break him up. Puck comes back up to the slot. It's loose. Campa gets a stick on 1. Now 2. Stefani's got to come across. Puck's going to come up the half wall to Sowards. Campa and Sowards battle 1-on-2. Sowards has got it. Sowards fires it all the way across. Relieving the pressure. We need a change. That was a long shift for everybody out there. Hopkins collects behind their net. They're going to use the boards. They send it up through neutral. Paul chips it to himself, creating a slight 1-on-2, but Bear on his horse gets back. Puck came back across in the slot. Nobody home. Shorto winds, fires. Oh, Stefani tried to glove that one. Didn't have it. And leaving it back up to the point. Puck off a Seppelt's stick. Now Bear's got it. Bear goes D to Martin. Martin pulls around 1. He's got Grossman on the half wall. Grossman collects, and he's going to skate it. Grossman over the red line. Now the blue line. He's got a couple people with him. He gets hauled down, and we will have our first stoppage of the period. 12:34 left in the second. Osseo Maple Grove going to the power play on a tripping call against Hopkins, drawn by Grossman. Hillen, I believe, is going to the box. Perkins is going to start this one off. He's the centerman to the right of the goaltender, his blocker side. He'll have Rue on the left wall. Icing in the slot. Camp on the right point. Rogowski on the left point. The ref is set. Hopkins is slow to change. 12:35 left here in the period. Puck down. Puck goes over to Rue, now to Perkins. Sharp angle shot. Stopped. Collected by the goaltender. And we will hit the reset button on that same face-off. Perkins again to the right of the goaltender. Same setup. Perkins is ready. Ref's ready. Puck down. Goes to the wall this time. Perkins gives chase. Puts it over to Ison. Ison tried to quickly fire and misfired. Hopkins has it. Goes up to Rogowski. Campa vacated the zone. So the pass that could have been there wasn't. Puck comes back to Campa. Campa back over to Ison. Ison snaps it up to Perkins. Perkins tries to chip it ahead to himself. Good job by Rue to be there. Leaves it over to Ison, but it went to the Hopkins player's stick. Rue's got it. Hopefully they can settle it down. He dumps it back behind the net. Puck's going to come back on the half wall. Rue gives chase. Here comes Rogowski pinching down. Uses his body nicely. Puts it back down low, but Osseo Maple Grove cannot gain true possession of it on this power play. The Hopkins player tried to pull it around a couple. He got turned over. Second effort by Hopkins with 11:40 left here in the period. Finally gets the puck out past Martin. Francis is back. Shot saved by Stefani. Rebound, save again. 23 seconds left here on the power play. Francis is trying to build speed, but he gets turned over. Thankfully, Martin was there. Martin chips it middle. Irie has it. Irie tries to push it to space. He does. Uses his backhand. We're way off sides, and we are going to get a stoppage of play. 11:15 left here in the period. They caught us on a change there, so The forward door is in the offensive zone. Shuts his line, is back out with Irie and Sowards. Wide setup between Francis and Martin here on the back end. Puck one to Hopkins. Hopkins has it on the half wall. But it comes back to Martin. Martin pulls middle. He leaves it there. Oh, and just couldn't connect with Sowards. Pass went to the wrong side of him. Martin's got to be careful. He's got a man that just came out of the box. He recognizes it. Good back check there by Irie. Shuts had one man to beat. I thought he did it, but he didn't. Instead, we were offsides. Stopping the clock. 10:49 left here in the second. Osseo Maple Grove clings to a 1-0 lead. The action's been back and forth in the second period. Seppel, Grossman, and Schneider in on the draw. Puck comes right back to Rogowski. Rogowski D-to-D. Bear's got it. Bear gets over the blue line. Now he's going to work it in the corner. Schneider smartly is holding the point. Backing up Bear as Bear was down low. There he is. Schneider has it. He was in a good spot. Sometimes hockey's all about the cerebral aspect of the game, being in the right spot at the right time. Had a player go down, create an odd man situation. Rogowski used his stick nicely, but then he blows the tire himself. Puck loose out front, still loose. Smart play there by Grossman to chip it up to Schneider. Schneider's got the D-man Rogowski in low. Rogowski came all the way from the back end to create that 3-on-1. Got a shot on net, but couldn't get it to go as the Hopkins goaltender came up big there. Oh, kind of a little shot to the head there. Grossman and the Hopkins player push and shove in the corner. Puck still on the half wall. Schneider there. Puck comes back up to Martin. Martin fired it, but it got kind of oddly deflected. Puck comes to Perkins. Perkins pulls it out front. Good save by the goaltender. Eisen, fresh off the bench, collects the puck, tries to get out to the front of the net. Couldn't. Regroup. Got it back to Martin. Martin coming down from the point. He's looking. He's got Camp up top. Gives it to Campa. Campa winds, fires, shot. Blocker save, rebounds there and juicy. Second effort by Perkins, just fired wide. Perkins got Campa again, but this time the puck deflects up and out of play. Stopping the clock at 9:12 left here in the second. Nice little barrage of activity there by Maple Grove. It's funny, when we start going low to high, we seem to get more opportunity, and that's exactly what they did, and that's exactly what happened. Maybe that could be a theme for the rest of the period. Perkins in on the draw, ready to go. Puck down, wins it to the wall. Eisen there. Eisen leaves it for Bear. Bear quickly pulls middle. Ooh, got it over to Francis, thankfully. Francis got it down in the corner. Perkins gives chase. Perkins is there, but he's got two men on him. Puck pops free. Back into the slot. Out comes Hopkins. Paul's got some speed. Beautiful job there by Mr. John Bear to just get right in his way, not allowing him true zone entry. Puck bounces back out of the zone. Oh, the pressure's there. Eisen uses his speed. He's got his man beat, leaves it up front. Oh, what a beautiful defensive recovery by the Hopkins player. That was really a nice play. Puck comes back up to Rogowski. Rogowski winds, fires, shot. Deflected, it's loose in front. Shot again, Rue. Oh, what a play by the goaltender to keep that one out. Osseo Maple Grove continues with its high tempo offense, right, or high tempo of opportunity, but can't get it to go. Here comes Hopkins back through neutral. Great back pressure there by Irie. Irie pulls around one, look to pull around another. He gets dumped, and the ref's hand stays in his pocket. How could that be? But it is. That's the truth today, folks. Can't believe it. Here we go. Second effort. Schutz is there. He digs away. Ref blows the whistle, stopping the clock at 8:02. Oh, I thought we were back on the power play. I don't think we have replay on this app, but if we did, I believe it would show Irie getting taken down. Schutz, Irie, and Sowards in on the draw. Rogowski, right point, winds, fires. Knuckled onto the goalie's right pad. He kicks it over the half wall. Martin drops down from the point, puts it back up to Schutz. Schutz winds. Puck gets all the way through, but the Hopkins Royal pulled it off his defender's pad. Schutz again. Fired, deflected. Sowards there. Another save by the goaltender. The goaltender's on fire here in the second period, enduring a barrage of shots by the Crimson. Puck down, Seppel battles for it, but it's going to go below the goal line. It's going to come up the half wall. Campa thinks it's time to pinch. He does. I'll be careful there. People falling in behind him. Battle on the wall, 2-on-2. Schneider stays out of the fray, but he's got to get high there. Puck comes out through neutral. They're going to dump it down. That should be an icing. The refs agree, stopping the clock one more time. 7:18 mark. A lot of whistles here in the second period. We have 22 minutes of game time left. 37 minutes on the 75-minute clock. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Seppel in on the draw. Seppel wins that one to Grossman. Grossman back to Campa. Campa whiffs on it, but it does go right to Grossman. The slot. Grossman fires shot. Oh, just wide. Kind of a bobbled play there, but it almost worked out as the puck was rolling. I think Seppel maybe had thoughts of trying to pull off the Michigan there for a second, but instead the puck's going to come back up to Hopkins. Hopkins over the blue line. Campa works his man wide, stays with him tight. They're going to have to dump that one in. Beautiful D, great tight gap. Seppel down low, helping his D-man out. Campa back up front, puck comes loose. Grossman almost chipped it away for a breakaway. Second effort, here comes Grossman. Gets a stick hook, goes wide. Good play by the defender to stuff that one. Schneider there, leaves it for Francis. Francis now up to Grossman. Grossman gets taken down again, and here comes Hopkins. Campa works his man wide. They leave it. Good play by Seppel to get in that shot lane. Got some tired legs out there. Puck comes back up. Oh my. Oh, a very lucky shot from the corner. Deflected awkwardly into the net, tying this one 1-1 with 6:16 left in the second. Oh, the momentum of hockey is a crazy thing. We were absolutely storming them for a good 5 minutes. Couldn't get one to go, and then a fluke goal in off the corner. Let's see how we respond. Perkins brings it over the blue. Hopkins collects it. They fire it back through neutral. Martin over to Bear. Bear's got it. Bear back to Perkins. Nice neutral zone regroup. Bear gets taken, or excuse me, Perkins is taken down. Ison's got it. Ison works to the corner. And we got a bench minor coming, it looks like, at 5:51 of the second. Misconduct. Well, I'm not sure. Minute and a half power play for Hopkins. I'm not exactly sure what was called there. Puck down. We're defending. Puck comes to the slot. Stefani kicks it back up to the point. Hopkins collects it. Irie's there. Hopkins player fell. Irie's able to get it out through neutral. Hopkins goes D to D, but they fan on it slightly. They're going to dump it in. Got into the equipment of Martin. Martin turned it back around to Schutz. Schutz gives pressure through neutral. Puck comes back over to Bear. Bear over to Martin. Martin chips it back down. It makes Hopkins chase. 5:25 left here in the second. Score knotted at 1. Hopkins rails on the power play. 1 minute left. Puck's coming back through neutral. They missed fire, but I think Bear tipped that one to the stick. No, he didn't. I thought I heard a little tick. Instead, the ref threw his hand up for icing, stopping the clock at 5:13 left here in the second. 52 seconds left on the kill. We've got Seppel and Grossman out there back by Rogowski and Campa. Hopkins is very slow to change on these D-zone draws. Seppel ready to go. No, they don't know what's going on. Still don't know what's going on. They think they're going the other way, I think. There we go. Now we're all set. Puck down. Rogowski got that one in. It may not have been his most graceful move, but it worked. Puck comes back up to Rogowski. Rogowski that time fires it in cleanly. 5 minutes left in the second. 36 seconds left on the power play. Hopkins throws that one through neutral, but it gets past everybody, so Rogowski's going to collect it. He's got Campa with him. Let's see if they run a reverse. No, they don't. Campa's got to get back out in front. I think they're trying to set up a play there and just didn't work out. Good job by Seppelt. Come down low and help his defender out. Campa puts out into the corner. Campa locks sticks, pulls it around one, gets it up to Seppelt. Seppelt to Grossman. Grossman's got one man to beat. Thought he was going to maybe chip to himself and say he pulls middle. Can he get to it? Just out of his own reach. Rogowski changes behind the play. Francis fell, but then the Hopkins player stepped on the puck. One-on-one with a back checker. 4:20 left here in the second. Good stick by Campa. Another one pokes it off his stick. Now here comes Grossman. Grossman has Schneider with him. 2-on-1. Grossman, Schneider clear across the line. Grossman tried to feed it across, couldn't do it. Backhand got denied as well. Here comes Perkins fresh out of the box. He's ready to go. He's got the puck. He's pulling middle. He's got Martin in the slot. Martin collects with his skate. Oh, couldn't get it back to his stick. Clock winds. 3:55 left here in the second. Puck's going to come back up. Martin holds his own. Martin puts it back down to Eisen. Eisen's had a lot of jump today. Gets it to Martin. Martin fends off the defender. A little stick work there. Leaves it for Eisen. Eisen tried to slide it to Schneider, but good defensive play by Hopkins. Hopkins is going to come back through neutral. They pull it across the blue line. Safe, clean, shot on goal. Stefani uses blocker to set that one on a platter for Martin. Here comes Martin. Martin winds through neutral. He's got to pull it through the red line. He does. Gets deflected off the Hopkins player all the way down and in, allowing some players to change. Get some fresher legs out there for the final 3:21 of the second. Rue on the forecheck through neutral. Just about had him. They go cross-ice dump into Johnny Bear's corner. Bear 1-on-2. Puck comes back up to the slot. It's loose in the slot. Stefani's got it. Stefani reaches for it. Didn't get to it. Another penalty coming. Finally, a tripping call coming. 3:03 left here in the second. Maple Grove's going back to Osseo Maple Grove's going back to the power play. Let's see if they can get it settled down and hammer one home. I love the saying, the next goal is a big goal. Let's make it our goal. I think that completely applies right now. Let's get this going. Camp will be at the right point. Rogowski at the left. Shuts centerman with Sowards on the right wing. Irie on the left. Shuts is ready. Shuts battles for it. Comes over to the Hopkins player. Hopkins is going to skate that one out. We've got him outnumbered. Paul's going to just dump that one in on net. Stefani leaves it for Rogowski. Rogowski high off the glass. Irie couldn't cradle that one. Hopkins going to dump that one back in. And that's a nice. So we'll get another stoppage and we'll get offensive zone face-off. 2:43 left here in the second. .111 left in the power play. This time the draw's coming to the right of the goaltender, his blocker side. It'll be on Shutt's strong side. See if we can win this one backward. Shuts is down and ready. Now the Hopkins player has a problem with his helmet. Leaves it for the ref. The ref puts it in his pocket. He tells him where to go, and here we go. Puck down over to Irie. Irie up to Rogowski. Ooh, a little spin play right there. Just about executed beautifully. Instead, Hopkins comes out with numbers 2-on-2. Campa drives his player into a poor shooting opportunity. Good job there. Here comes Schutz now. Schutz has got to go cross ice with that one. Didn't see that pass. He had Sowards open. Now Campa collects again. 49 seconds left on the power play. They have two men deep. If he can pass that up, just move it up. He doesn't move it up. Man, you got to beat that trap. But he stays with it. Now he loses it. Puck's got to move on the power play, boys. It's just got to move on the power play. There's no other way to say it. When you got two forecheckers coming down on you like that, you've got to push it up. You've automatically got an odd man rush there. 2:09 left in the period. 37 seconds left on the power play. Clean draw there by Seppelt. Over to Martin. Martin gets it to Francis. Francis works low. He's still got it. 2 minutes left in the period. Francis to Seppelt. Seppelt spins off of the pressure. 1:52. 18 seconds left on the power play. Martin's got on the wall, but he's getting pressure. We're getting outnumbered. It should be the other way around when we're on the power play. You always want to outnumber the puck when you're on the power play. Ref defends himself. Seppelt has it. Leaves it for Martin. Martin pulls middle. Opens his hip shot. Fire! Off the crossbar, actually, I believe. Hopkins back to full strength. 1:27 left here in the second. Grossman uses his speed. Keeps it in. Fortunately, we got to be careful here. We got too many men. No. That was a close call. Martin Wines fires off the skate of Seppelt. Seppelt to Grossman. Grossman just gets absolutely hauled down, and they're going back to the box. Man, this is a lot of clutching and grabbing and hooking and holding. 1:03 left here in the second. Maple Grove back. Osseo Maple Grove back to the power play. It was just 2 short minutes ago. We're in the same situation with 3:03 left in the second. Now we find ourselves back here once again with 1:03. Hopefully this time we can convert. Perkins ready on the draw. Puck down. Goes up to Rogalski. Rogalski works around one. He needs some help. Oh, I'm sorry. That's Kampa. Kampa gets all the way to the net. Shot saved by the goaltender. Not sure why the ref didn't like the draw, but he didn't like the draw. So Perkins can't take the draw. Rue's coming in. Rue on the draw. Puck down. 1 to Hopkins. Hopkins has it. They bring it up the wall. Bear pinches down the wall. Comes up to Rue. Rue snaps it over to Kampa. Kampa puts it behind Perkins. Dang. Got to execute those neutral zone transitions, especially on the power play. Eisen now has it. Eisen fires it, looking to go cross ice. Perkins has it. Perkins has Kampa with him. Perkins drives wide. Kampa's still there. They kind of get fumbled up. No, not beautiful right now. Good stick by Bear, reading the situation, knowing he had help. 15 seconds left here in the period. Kampa's got 1 man on him. He tries to shove it up to Perkins. Perkins has it. Perkins tried to get it out. Didn't. Now it goes to Kampa. Kampa up to Rue. Rue across to Grossman. Grossman, time for one more shot. 2-1. The end of 2. A little bit of an ugly period there, folks. No way to sugarcoat that one. We had our opportunities for sure, and we just could not convert. Well, the final 15 will decide this one as we go into the third, tied 1-1. Hopefully you're enjoying this Thursday night tilt. The boys are back in action, I believe, this weekend. They've got a couple of games, one in White Bear Lake on Saturday, and then I believe they play Farmington on Sunday, but it's in Bloomington, if I'm not mistaken. Could have that one mixed up with my older son's team, but going off of recollection, I think that's what they have this weekend, so they'll be busy. For those wondering, there's 24 minutes left in the 75-minute clock, so we should be able to get the game in. I thought it was interesting. I got here right at 6 o'clock today, and the church bells from a nearby church were ringing. And then they proceeded to go into the Star Spangled Banner, which I thought was pretty cool. Seeing it's the birthday of the Marines. Tomorrow, 11/11, is Veterans Day. If you're a veteran, thank you for your service. Very much appreciated. The ref is ready. 27 seconds remain on the power play. Puck down. Hopkins wins that one, and we give chase. Puck comes out into the neutral zone. Sowards has it. Sowards winds. Puts that one back to Irie, but bounces over his stick. Francis collects it, waits for us to get onside, but just not long enough. .14:44 left, 12 seconds left on the power play. Puck down, clean win. D to D, Francis over to Rogalski. Rogalski brings it in, gets it down and deep. We're going to swing it around the boards. Irie was there, but it evaded him. Francis collects. He's got a little room. Wines fires. Shot, deflected, goal! I think it deflected off Sowards. We'll call it Sowards from Francis. Oh, a desperately needed goal by the boys in Crimson this evening. Must be that new twig his parents bought him this week. Firing that shot, getting the deflection. Puck back down on the ice. Seppelt gives battle. It's a gridlock at center ice. Seppelt still battling again. Chips it up to Grossman. Grossman just out of his reach. Hopkins puts it to Campa. Campa fans on it. Now he's got a second effort. He's got a little room to go. Wines fire shot. Whistled it high and wide. Puck's going to come around to Martin. Martin has it chipped past him. Seppelt chasing. It's 1-on-3 going to the corner. Seppelt and Campa get it. Campa's got it. Puts it to Schneider. Schneider has it. Schneider tries to get to the red line, but he's converged on by two Hopkins Royals. Pile up there. Martin collects it out. Gives it to Campa. Campa back over to Martin. Got to look to see which side the forehand is of your partner. Martin up to Schneider. Schneider's going to dump that one for Grossman to give chase. The ref decides he's going to call that one an icing, stopping the clock at 13:32 left here in the third with Maple Grove up 1. Most recent goal was Sowards from Francis. Francis let loose a hard shot, deflected crazy off of Sowards down into the feet of the goaltender, beating him. Perkins on the draw. He's got his hand down low. He's looking to win it to the corner. Instead, it comes up to the point. Great job by Rue and Perkins. Get right in that shot lane, not allowing that shot off. Instead, giving our own selves an opportunity offensively. Pass across. Oh, beautiful setup by Perkins to Ison, but just couldn't get it to go. Hopkins goalie collects that one, stopping the clock here once again at 13:17. Great speed coming out of the zone by Perkins. Great awareness by both Perkins and Rao to get in that shot lane, block that shot, and turn him around quickly. Perkins puts it to the wall. Ison there. Once again, Ison just a lot of jump today. Tried to fire that one out to Rao, but that one, Rue, that one got through. Good defensive play there by Rogowski to close quickly. Leaves the puck for his centerman, Perkins. Perkins chips it off the wall to himself once, twice. Mark was there. Mark puts it back down low. Stefani collects it with his glove, and he's going to hold. We'll have a face-off coming to the glove side of Stefani. I've seen us run a player or two from this side with Camp in the left corner. I think they know what they're doing here. Let's go. Campa's got to slide off a little bit. He does. It's one to Campa. Campa wisely chose to just swing that one around. I think he wanted a different play, but it wasn't there. Puck loose in the slot. Campa manhandles this guy. Puck still loose though. Stefani covers the post nicely. Francis has it. Gets knocked off Francis' stick. He's going to retreat, and he's going to swing it around the other side to Campa. Campa is there, but it comes up to Sowards. Sowards has two men on him. Campa backs off. Puck comes back over to Irie. Irie is going to turn his burners on and skate it out over the blue line. Now the red line. Dumps it down, allowing his D-men to change behind it. Smart play with just 12-11 left here in the third. 1-goal lead. Sowards has it. Sowards leaves it out front to Irie. Looked like Irie looked away just for a brief second. Some action behind the play there. Norton was getting tangled up with Rogowski. Puck's going to come back to Irie. Irie pulls middle. He heard Martin yelling for it. Love to hear that talk. Martin's shot, fire deflected just wide. Shuts first man to it, put it back up front to Sowards, but Sowards couldn't get to it. Here comes Hopkins back through a neutral. Schumacher has it. Schumacher drives wide, spins off the pressure. Great team defense there. Sowards has it. Now Sowards going to wind. Fire that one all the way down, stopping the clock here. A shade under 11:30 left in the third. Face-off coming to the left side of Mr. Braden Stefani. D-zone draw is going to be taken by Ben Seppelt. He's a right-handed draw. He's going to try and win this one from his forehand back to Campa. No. Ref blew that one dead before I could start the clock. They started the clock, so I'll adjust mine. I don't know what he called. He didn't like something. He's telling Mr. Wesley Grossman what he didn't like about it. And Grossman kind of shook his head like, I don't know. All right, let's do it again. Seppelt to Campa. Campa's going to skate this one out. He gets around one. He gets chase himself. Just out of his own reach, but he recollects it on the boards. Takes some contact. Team awareness there, yelling for Seppel to get up to the point to cover the vacated spot by Kampa. Kampa's back up. Puck comes to Seppel. Seppel retreats, digs it back up the boards to Schneider. Schneider's got it. Tried to get around his man. Kampa stepped up again. Dangerous in a 2-on-1 game. Can't get caught up in the play too much there. Good play by the Hopkins defender to spin off the pressure, getting himself a little space and time. Puck comes back over to John Bear. Bear gets it back up. Seppel's got it. Seppel tries to push it past the defender. Shorto. Shorto. Puck's going to be swung back around. Player got his stick caught up in the boards there. Good play by Francis there to use the skate to collect that one, keep it in. Hopkins has got it though, and they're coming right back at us. Keep moving those feet. Good step there by Francis, albeit a little dangerous given the situation. Puck comes to... Oh, there it is! Schneider buries it. Top left over the goaltender's shoulder on a nice step by Francis, and then I believe a feed by Grossman, if I'm not mistaken, giving Osseo Maple Grove a little cushion, making this one 3-1 with 10:09 left here in the third. Active D play at the blue line, and it worked. Now the Hopkins team, I believe, saw a ref signal goal and another one signal no goal, but that was clearly in and out of the net. They got it right. And here comes Hopkins. Pressuring Rogalski. Rogalski spins off the traffic with exactly 10 minutes left in the third. Puts it over to Francis. Francis back over to Rogalski. Rogalski right on the tape of Eisen. That was a beautiful play. Can Eisen beat his man? Looks like he's free and clear. Pulls wide. Shot. Saved by the goaltender. Perkins collects the rebound back out front. Shot by Rue. Can't get it to go. Oh, man. What an opportunity. Kampa closes the gap on his man. Now he's going to collect it behind the net. He's got two on him. He's got to move it. He does. He gets it to Rue. Now he's flying. He wants that back. God, it's a dangerous play in this situation. Thankfully, Stefani slams the door at 11:24 left here in the third. We're still thinking offense, and I think it might be time to think about defense. Shuts on the faceoff. Puck comes back up to Shortle. Shortle's shot deflected. Nobody home in the middle. Thankfully, Stefani was there. I don't know why they're talking to Martin. Martin didn't do anything. The guy shoved him out of his own way, out of his own front of the net. All right, we're gonna try it again. Same setup. Shuts on the draw. Puck down. Puck's gonna get through to the neutral zone. Good forecheck there by Sowards. Almost picked that D-to-D pass off. This time we will. Can't collect it cleanly though. Second effort. Sowards pushes it forward. Now it's going to come back. Martin had jumped up, but he gets back nicely. Collects the puck with 9 minutes left here in the third. Shields off one defender. Gets it up the half wall to Sowards. Sowards. Martin decided to go the other way. Now the other way again. This time Hopkins is there to stuff it in the corner. 1-on-2. We need the center to get down and help. There he is. Nice job, Joey. Back to Martin. Martin just misfired to Sowards, but there's so much snow on the ice in front of the benches that it deadened the puck. Shuts on the wall, fired it back to the middle. Sowards is going to give chase. Sowards first man to it. Sowards has it, puts it back down below the goal line. Now it's coming back over to Schutz. Schutz gets a stick in the belly there and then gets slammed to the wall. The ref has seen enough but doesn't call a penalty, or does? Is he calling both? I think that he's calling one on us and one on them. So it'll remain 5-on-5 with 8:22 left here in the third. Oh, some people not liking the calls. 5-on-5. Well, actually, yep, still 5-on-5. 8:22 left. One of the refs is explaining to the Hawk people what the plan is. The other ref is ready to go. It's still hot in here. Starting to sweat a little bit. 13 minutes left on the 75-minute clock. The ref's ready. He points. Now we're all ready. Puck down. Seppel in on the draw. Puck goes to the corner. Schneider there, forcing down low to Grossman. Grossman is able to separate the puck from the puck carrier. Now comes up the wall. Francis. Francis steps. collects it, pulls, fires, shot. No rebound by the goaltender. Good save. Holds with a man right in his face. Beautiful. Clock had a few ticks off of it there. They let it run. Let me adjust. All right. Puck back down. Seppelt works for it. Hopkins player leaves it for Schneider. Schneider, recent goal scorer, leaves it for Grossman. Grossman shot. Oh, just fired wide. Actually, it wasn't wide. Goaltender. Oh, now we're going to the box. Tripping call coming on Seppelt. 7:56 left here in the third. Hopkins going on the power play. They're jazzed and ready, fresh off the bench. Brindley's going to take this draw against Perkins. Perkins settled in. He's got his hand turned around on the stick, trying to win this thing to Mark. Puck bounced over his stick off the draw. Saved by Stefani. Stefani holds. Now the ref's going to give a full tutorial to Martin about where to put his feet. Puck down. This time Perkins does get a piece of it. Goes to the wall to Mark. Mark out front. Rogowski's getting tied up, but used his strength to battle the man off. Gets it to Rue. Rue over the blue line. Looked like we may have been offsides. Perkins must have held up. We are killing a penalty with 1:10 left to go. Dangerous play there. But Rue turns his burners on to get back. Good job by Rue to get back there. We had two men deep on the penalty kill. It's always a little dicey if you get caught down low. Like I was saying earlier in the game, when we didn't move the puck up, you're guaranteed an odd man rush if you can beat that two-person forecheck. Here comes Perkins once again. He's had a number of opportunities. Gets his stick checked right out of his hand. He's got to collect it, and we got to get back. Ison on the back check, gives pressure. Second time that players tried that same move, nearly worked. Ellis has it, or Martin has it. Martin fires it back through neutral. Hopkins has it. They were, I thought they were actually onside. Ref determined they were offsides. He kind of called that from a little bit of a different angle. Gives also Maple Grove a little break there with 25 seconds left on the power play. Irie in on the draw. Irie against Schumacher. Puck comes back to Kampa. Kampa thought about going D to D, tried to go up the wall, but turned it over. Good play by Stefani. I'm not kidding you. We worked on that very same save this week at our goaltending clinic on Tuesday. We did stick work. That was beautifully executed. Did exactly what we worked on. 4 seconds left on the power play here for Hopkins. They come out with it. Kampa takes on two Hopkins players, gets it over to Ison. Ison sees Schutz. Oh, Schutz goes offsides. Oh, man, he just drifted offsides. He couldn't stop his momentum. Ison had snapped it up to him, but just couldn't get to him fast enough. 6:19 left in the third. Shuts in on the draw. Puck goes to Kampa. Kampa puts it up the wall. Now it's back down. Francis is going to give chase. Francis has it. Francis working against two people. He lost his footing. Puck comes back out. Good save by Stefani. Irie tried to chip it out, but Mark held his own. Kampa tries to stick handle again. Leaves it for Schutz. Schutz over the red line. Now the blue line. We're onside. Quick shot. Save. Kick to the corner by the goaltender. Hopkins has it. But here comes the forecheck of Sowards. Sowards also had a lot of jump on his forecheck today. Schutz threw that one dangerously out front, but it squirted right through the slot in the out of harm's way. Schutz retrieves it again. Goes high off the boards to Bear. Bear's going to safely put that one back down in the corner. I think that's Sowards in the corner. It was. He left it there for Schutz. Irie goes hard on the forecheck. 5:20 left here in the third. They've got him kind of bottled up. Martin's going to pinch down from the point. Uses his body and his backhand to keep it in. Now Irie, who was protecting the point, gets it in. And he's going to go for a change. Some tired legs. They've been hard on the forecheck. Puck comes back around. Schutz. Schutz shot. I don't know how that stayed out of the net. Thought that would be in for sure. Schneider separates the puck away from the player. Hopkins going to bring it back into their own zone. Here comes Schneider again on the forecheck, forcing the defender to whiff initially, but second effort goes to Almquist. Almquist puts it over to Martin. Martin has it on a stick. Martin's going to leave it in the far corner. This time Seppelt down low, helping his defenders. The ice along the boards must be a little tough. We are having a hard time handling it. Puck comes up the half wall to Schneider from Bear. Schneider's got the blue line. He's got 2 men on him. Tried to get that one down low, but it got deflected. But this time comes to Seppelt. Seppelt comes up. Shot into the goaltender. It's still loose, though. Here comes Schneider. Schneider puts it back out front into the skates of Sowards. Couldn't get that one to go. And now Hopkins comes out 3-on-2. We're back checking. Campa looks to step. Great stick. Puck comes to Grossman. Grossman tries to put it up the wall. Campa puts it back up the wall. Now he looks across. He fires that one to Schneider. Schneider collects it. Schneider's got Grossman. Oh, just couldn't connect. Rogowski aggressive on the forecheck there. Puts it back over to Grossman. Grossman pulls it around one. Defender loses his stick because he had it wrapped around Grossman's waist. Grossman gets that one taken away from him. And out comes Hopkins one more time. Seppelt on the back check. Hopkins is going to dump it down. 3:37 left. One man on Campa. Campa pulls around one, but it goes off his stick. Hopkins player fires it high up into the netting, stopping the clock. 3:31 left here in the third. 3:30, I'm sorry. All right, 3:30 left. Perkins on the draw. Puck goes to the wall. They go D to D. Spins off of ice. A nice little play there. Shot fired. Good save with the right pad by Stefani. Puck comes middle. Francis is there defending. Shot, goal. Hopkins has life once again. An innocuous play coming off the wall. Quick shot. Beats Stefani over the pad below the blocker. That's always a hard spot for a goaltender. 3:14 left here in the third. 5 minutes left on the 75-minute clock. Puck down. Draw one to Irie. Irie's looking for one. I know it. Wines fire. Shot. Glove saved by the goaltender, but off his glove. Rebound to Sowards. Sowards shot. Comes back to Irie in the middle. Rebound again. I think Irie's going to get there. Irie does get there, but he's going to put it back down low, right to Sowards. Sowards has it, leaves it for Shuts. Shuts over to Irie. Puck's bouncing around. Give it to the point. Give it to the point. They do. Quick shot. Fire. Glove saved by the goaltender. No rebound. 2:48 left here in the third. 1-goal game. Good shift by the Shuts line. Nice forecheck happening there by both Sowards and Irie. Seppelt, Grossman, and Schneider out there with Campa and Bear. Puck one cleanly back to Campa. Campa pulls. Oh, nice pass. Oh, that was a sweet little play. That almost connected, but instead out comes Hopkins. Good stick by Bear to separate him. Campa's got to give chase. He's got to get there. 2:30 left. Good play there by Campa to poke it by the first man. Now he gets it past the second. He's working hard on the boards. Battles, but here comes Hopkins. Got to get back on the D side of things. Bear's got it, puts it behind the net. Now he's got it up to Schneider. Schneider relieves the pressure. He gets it out to neutral. Grossman all over Almquist, as is Seppelt. Puck bounces through the neutral zone. Bear's got it. Bear gets kind of tangled up. He gets it back out, and they're going to dump it back down. 2 minutes left. Campa's got it. One man on him. He's going to reverse course with that, giving it to Schneider. Schneider off the boards. Can't get it past Mark. Good play there by Campa to pull it out of trouble. He's going to go high off the glass up to Schneider. Schneider's chasing against... Oh, no. They pulled the goalie, folks. Schumacher has it. Perkins all over him. 1:39 left. Perkins tries to get it out of the zone. Gets it to Schneider. Schneider winds, fires down. Hopkins is going to collect. Regroup through neutral. They've got it. Dodge the bullet there. Ison has it. Ison gets taken down. No call. I'm okay with that. 1:15 left here in the third. A lot of noise being generated by the crowd. Martin winds, fires. Is it accurate or is it not? Just wide. Clock will stop. 1:07 left. Hopkins is going to take this D-zone draw to the right of Stefani. We'll have Bear, Rue, and Ison out there. Shot fire, save Stefani. Stefani's searching for it. It's still loose. Ref hasn't blown the whistle. Stefani loses his stick. We're going to go to the box here. Somebody's going to the box. Who's going to the box? .101 left in the third. We're going on the kill for the potential remainder of the game. I didn't see what they called, but Perkins to the box. Called a body check. Pretty aggressive call. All right. Schutz is out there with Campa, Martin, and Irie. 101 left. Puck down. Puck goes to Campa. Campa's going to try and eat it in the corner. Now he fires it up and out. Come on, Kai. Come on, Kai. Win that race. Campa fired it up to Irie. Irie's got 3 on him. Can't collect it. Everybody gets taken down. Don't get sucked down there. Don't get sucked down. Be careful. Here comes Irie on the back check on Schumacher. Schumacher's got a head of speed. He works wide. Shot fire high wide. 34 seconds left. Shuts along the wall with Campa. Campa pulls it off the wall. Campa, that's a hook! How's that not a hook? He didn't call the hook. He called an elbow. What's this guy doing? That was a total hook. They're putting us in the box. 5-on-3. 27 seconds left. Elbow on Schutz. Here we go. What are we going to dial up? Coach puts Rogowski and Bear out there. Puts Grossman at the center position. Nope, now he's going to put Martin out there with Rogowski. Martin, Rogowski, Grossman, 27 seconds left. Puck down. It's loose. They've got a man loose in the slot. Puck goes back behind the net. Martin tries to hold. 20 seconds left. They converge. 4 men on him. They try and lower the boom on him. It's coming out the other side. Great save by Stefani, but he's got to get up. Come on. Hold your ground. Oh, it's loose in the slot. We got people diving everywhere. Puck goes up and over the net. Martin swings at it wildly. It's in his feet. 1 second, no seconds. Horn blows. Maple Grove holds on for the victory. 3-2 and a wild one at the Hopkins Pavilion on this Thursday evening. That is a hard-earned victory for Osseo Maple Grove, but a sweet one in the end. Nice job, boys. Sorry I never updated the score. Forgot about that the whole time. It was 3-2. What a game. 3-2 final here at Hopkins Pavilion. I hope that you enjoy your evening. Once again, to those veterans out there, thank you for all your service, and we'll see you next time.